Microtransactions. These are small, everyday exchanges with other people that shape the quality of our lives and our work. This can be a real struggle for musicians because our profession is rife with hierarchies. This leaves many musicians obsessing over their status amongst their peers and who they need to impress. In that frantic compare and despair mode, we lose sight of something essential, that every interaction and every person matters. We're talking about the clerk at the grocery store, your neighbor out on the sidewalk, the postal carrier, and the bus driver. These are far more important interactions than you realize. When you sow the seeds of genuine interest and you're caring and kind with others, you end up improving your own week, your month, your life. And when this becomes a practice, you can use it in much more complicated relationships, the ones where it doesn't come easily, because how we treat each other ripples out. Let's do the tool for microtransactions. I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze and picture someone in your life right now that you're having a conflict with, some sort of tension. This might be in your personal life or in your work life, and in your mind's eye, see the two of you facing each other. You both kneel down on the ground, and you're close enough so that if you lean forward, just your foreheads will gently touch. As I picture this in my mind, I can actually feel the coolness of the other person's brow just barely grazing mine. And say to that person before you, God bless you. With that, the mother archetype appears above you both. She, of course, has nothing to do with your actual mother. She is archetypal mother energy. You might think of her as Mother Earth or Mother Nature. For some, she is Mother Mary, or you might simply think of her as the benevolent force of creation itself. She is powerful, generous, loving. She's looking at you with approval and pride, and she is shining a light that encircles both you and your colleague. Within that light, any remaining resentment or tension between the two of you is dissolved. And as you look out, you see hundreds of people encircling the two of you in concentric rings, spreading outward as far as you can see, all watching. The whole world is watching in awe and marveling at what had been conflict and resentment just a few moments ago has now been transformed into love. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Now, this tool, I have to say, was a struggle for me. So if you found this a challenge, you're not alone. All of these tools get easier with practice, I promise. What's hard about this one isn't the visualization itself, it's the genuine humbling it requires. As musicians, we're trained to be self-sufficient, to compete, and to hold our ground. Asking for help can feel impossible because it means softening something we've spent years hardening. When I finally let that happen, something changed in me, not only in how I felt with challenges, but in how I moved through my daily life. The change didn't happen overnight, but it started with asking for help from the archetypal mother. Because when you do, something opens up. It becomes easier to be genuinely present with every person you pass on the street. Why? Because every individual is part of the same life force you're trying to connect with. When you treat people as sacred, you strengthen your connection to higher forces. And when you don't, you weaken it.